This story out of Memphis is terrifying. This is Julian Nealand, a 15-year-old student at Kirby High School. 2 weeks ago, Julian was with some friends when things took a turn. Someone pulled up in a gray Mercedes and started shooting at Julian. His mom says he was shot while trying to run back to school.
He was shot twice in his leg and through his back and through his stomach.
6 days later, police arrested two 16-year-olds involved with the shooting and charged them with attempted first-degree murder. But police say that's not the end of the story. The investigation is ongoing, and media report cops are still looking for more suspects. Thankfully, Julian wasn't killed and is still recovering.
Before we start this video, I just want to shout out John over at Notice News, as y'all can see. Shout out to them people over at Notice News, because they be coming and finding out some crazy stuff, and I be looking and trying to see what's going on, what I need to keep up with, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, before I get into this beautiful content, I just hope you guys are having a nice, beautiful day. And as well, you can help me out by subscribing to the channel. And one thing about doing that is free. It's just crazy to see all this gun violence and these kids getting wrapped up into it. But you can like, comment down below. I appreciate the feedback because it helped me bring you guys different kind of content. And this is just a review and a reaction channel, you know, as well as an informational channel, because we all need to watch out for each other and look out for each other. That's why it's called United States.
This story out of New Mexico is shocking. This is Michael Peake, a basketball player for New Mexico State University. Police say he was lured into a deadly ambush at a rival school, which was all caught on camera. Security footage shows Michael meeting up with a 17-year-old University of New Mexico student. Soon after, 3 people run up to Michael and the girl. One of them, UNM student Brandon Travis, pushes Michael before someone else beats him with a bat. This is where things take a turn. From there, Michael and Travis pull out guns and start shooting at each other, and both get hit. Police blurred the video, but you can see Michael limping off the scene. He was taken to a hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injuries, but Travis was pronounced dead on the scene. Cops say the 17-year-old girl lured Michael after a fight broke out at a basketball game between the two schools a month earlier.
Right, pretty much. So what was the plan? To get back at him?
That they were just gonna jump him. Nobody was supposed to die.
Michael has been suspended from the New Mexico State basketball team indefinitely, but hasn't been charged with a crime. The 17-year-old girl and one of the other ambushers have been charged with multiple felonies. Elon Musk...
Damn, that's crazy and sad to hear that, you know, this individual right here set this guy up, where people getting hurt, somebody's life was taken. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to ask yourself, why did she even get involved in that shit and want him to get jumped or beat up or any violence to happen? Just for the simple fact, they both had guns on them. Like, what make these kids think they can have guns on and that is cool? And it's starting to be college kids, sports, you know, kids in sports, that started to become victims of stupid ass gun violence. You know, celebrities, rappers, they fucking promote, entertain, whatever the fuck they entertain, that shit come back to them, whatever. That's just how it goes. What you put out in the universe, you know what I'm saying, is what you get back.
This is now a familiar scene in our country. A 20-year-old killed his mother before loading up his car with guns, driving to a nearby elementary school and opening fire. Armed with an AR-15 rifle and 2 handguns, he shot his way inside of the school of nearly 700 students. In less than 11 minutes, he murders 26 people, 12 girls and 8 boys, all aged 6 or 7, as well as 6 adults, before taking his own life. This was all 10 years ago at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut.
Beautiful little kids between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own.
That's President Obama in the days after the attack, promising action.
And we're going to have to come together and take meaningful action to prevent more tragedies like this regardless of the politics.
But critics say that's not what happened. Democrats pushed for Congress to expand background checks on gun purchases and reenact a ban on assault weapons that Republicans allowed to expire in 2004. But those failed in the face of fierce opposition from Republicans and the NRA. Since Sandy Hook, there have been 189 school shootings resulting in one or more deaths. A total of 279 people have been killed on school property. A recent Gallup poll found the majority of Americans want stricter gun control laws, and earlier this summer, President Biden signed into law a gun safety bill intended to boost states' red flag laws that restrict dangerous people from accessing weapons. Many, including families of Sandy Hook victims, say it doesn't go far enough.